Hello. Now, as some of you might have noticed, especially you guys who are part of my Discord, I recently held a fair amount of polls in the sub polls channel, letting you guys vote for what kind of rewards you would want to see for a Christmas competition. I was able to narrow it down. First, people want ships, people prefer tier 8 ships, people want tier 7 ships as well, and then I let people vote for individual ships. And finally, we got our top 4 ships that people want the most. And after talking with Wargaming EU, they came through, and the rewards I wanted will be given. So let me introduce you guys to my December or Christmas competition. Now, one of my biggest gripes with the game, something I mention very often, is just how passive Battleship players like to play. How much they sit in the back, how they refuse to tank, and so forth. And with the holidays coming up, we're gonna have a lot more people playing. It happens every Christmas. We get a lot of holiday people showing up. We kind of like to call them weekend warriors and so forth. But it's mostly people that are less experienced. And I thought, what better way to show these people how the game is supposed to be played than to organize a tanking competition. That's right, I don't care about how much damage you do. I don't care about how many kills you get or what XP you get. I want to see you tank. I want to see you tank in battleships. As much as possible, as high numbers as possible. I want to see you be the damage sponge for your team. Now, the idea here is to encourage some good gameplay and setting an example to some certain other Battleship players who don't really understand just how durable their ships can be. Now, the game has to be played on this latest patch, which is 0.6.14, aka the patch where the Pan-Asian DDs arrived. That's because I want to be able to run the replay on my client, so sorry, no older replays. You have until the 20th of December to take part in this competition, so you got like, what, 2.5 weeks to take part in it. You can find a guide on how to enter this competition. I'll put it in the description below the video in case something of what I tell you is confusing. The rewards, as I mentioned, the first place winner, the guy or the girl with the most tanking done, will be winning a USS Kidd. Second place prize, Lo Yang. Especially with the Pan-Asian DDs coming out, this Captain Training Premium is extremely attractive. Also, of course, it's stupidly strong against other Pan-Asians because, well, it doesn't have deep water torps like they do. Third place prize will be, a bit surprisingly, the Prinz Eugen. A lot of people seem to want this. This is kind of the premium that a lot of people want to own, but they don't want to pay for. So this will be the third place prize. And fourth place, certainly not a bad price either. So even if you end up just top 4, you will get yourself a shiny new Scharnhorst, which is of course another premium that I have recommended a lot, just like the Kidd and the Lo Yang, and I consider it quite strong. And even if you only end up 5th, you will get 5 small special containers. Now, I can't go into detail what those special containers are, but I think with a certain holiday approaching, I think a lot of people can speculate on what kind of containers I will be giving you guys. So those are the prizes. Finish in the top 5 and you will be winning one of them. Now, this is sadly EU only because, well, I approach Wargaming EU and I am a Wargaming EU community contributor, so sadly the competition is only limited to EU players. How do you take part in this? Well, first of all, you want to make sure that your replays are enabled. Now, you can go, there's a site called replaywoes.com. I'll put a link below. You can just click the button called frequently asked questions, and there's a very simple guide on how to make sure your replays are enabled. When you have your monster game, make sure you screenshot your stat screens at the end, like you take your overall score, you take your team score, and then of course make sure you screenshot your detailed report so we can actually see we can see your potential damage. Then upload the replay and all your pictures to this same site, replaywows.com. You can use your Wargaming login to log into that site, as they're using the API to get the logins from there. So you don't actually have to create a new account or anything. You can just log in with your Wargaming login to that site, and you can upload it there. It's the same site where they use where they take those, what are they called, Battle of the Seas or whatever they're called, those big YouTube vids that Wargaming puts out every now and then. It's the same site that they use for that, so you know it's a fairly trustworthy site. Once you have your game uploaded, put a link, send me a link to my business email, jokke@wellho.com. Once again, you can check the description below, and make sure you title it correctly. I want damage done followed by tanking for Christmas, the name of the competition, ship name, player name. And then in the email itself, you put your link to that replaywows.com game. That's all I want. That's the simplest way. Please adhere to these very simple rules, because it makes it so much easier for me to sort through all the emails that I'll be getting and organizing and make sure that I pick the right winners. If you put some really random stuff in it and like you fail to follow these rules, I will probably just overlook your email, because I'm not going to have time to click through and open and check through everything. So make sure your title follows what is shown in the description. So very simple rules. It should be very simple. Have a great game. Take screenshots, upload the replay, send it to me. Tada! You are taking part in the competition, and you have a chance to win some of these premium ships, or potentially some of these special containers. 2.5 weeks to get it done. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope to see a lot of battleships actually tanking. I know, shocking, isn't it? Well, we can hope that the good gameplay that we see will actually spread all the way over the holidays. Then perhaps the holiday gameplay will not be as questionable as we usually tend to see. Anyway, that was all from me. I hope you guys enjoy this competition, as the idea is to promote better gameplay in the game in general, especially with the holidays approaching, and hopefully we'll see a lot of tanking battleships. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a great one.